In that bag, what you got in that bag? I'm making racks while you mad, your portfolio's trash. Ain't no need for that cash, got the zerps in the stash, yeah. Hey, you know I'm extra bullish. Yeah, you know that I'ma stay bullish. Ain't no stopping me, I'ma be bullish. Shout outs to that bullish.
You may not know the Bullish family got their own theme song now. Give it to them, Tails.
Commerce of the entire global economic system being on-chain. So, of digital currency, and ultimately more and more of finance, of commerce, of the entire global economic system being on-chain. So, just as the internet transformed how we share information, how we communicate, how we distribute software, how we access media at scale with internet scale utilities that radically changed the underlying cost structure and utility of those things. That is exactly what we're right now at the front edge of happening in a very, very significant scale.
Guys, this interview right here from 𝕝𝕚𝕝 speaks for itself.
Front edge of happening in a
I've been in cryptocurrency. You would know that 𝕝𝕚𝕝 was in banking on Bitcoin. If you know anything about cryptocurrency, you definitely watch banking on Bitcoin. And that's when the sheriff was Ben Lawsky, before he became a board of director at Ripple Labs. And 𝕝𝕚𝕝 was fighting for crypto in like 2014, 2013. And guys, I actually went through this. I watched this whole interview and I actually just timestamped a few significant parts that you have to hear. And I'm going to clearly say, guys, their partnership with BlackRock, how he speaks of legal currency, USDC, Solana, Ethereum, I mean, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency is here to stay. And just how he said we're at the front, the forefront, and Circle's been open for 10 years. And we're at the forefront of opportunity. Tonight, I have the most important information you will ever receive in cryptocurrency.
With the internet financial system. So just to kind of put in context kind of the where are we today?
Where are we today, Jeremy? Can you break it down for him? Because guys, believe it or not, there's a method to the madness in cryptocurrency as far as like, you know, you want to find good assets with real utility, real opportunity, which ones are going to perform the best. But when you get data and information like this, you know that we're a part of something bigger than ourselves. And sometimes people maybe don't want to watch like a whole interview like this. So like I said, I timestamp significant parts. We're going to talk about that. What's up with RSR? RSR, Reserve Rights Protocol. That's actually a 100K challenge we never talk about. Actually, tonight I said I wasn't going to talk about the 100K challenges. But here is Reserve Lives, Reserve Protocol. And he actually makes a really good statement on algorithmic stablecoins. Algorithmic stablecoins. There we go. Let's do this. What can I say? I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark, the longest running nighttime XRP live stream in the history of cryptocurrency. Guys, believe it or not, I timestamped all the significant parts in this 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚 interview. It's actually amazing. That's one thing I really like about cryptocurrency is I think the opportunity is a lot bigger than we think. And that's what I call this video, 2024 New Global Liquidity Network. And I actually got that from 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚 watching that interview. New Global Liquidity Network. I'll give you guys an example. When you see this, I'll watch the whole thing so you don't have to. Guys, they got a real big partnership with BlackRock, like unbelievable one. Can you believe that the audacity of Chris? Oh, he was playing around. Crawl before crawl. Can you believe? So basically, it looks like they're going to add both of those on crypto.com. CROB and CAW. Oh yeah, where's my chat? This is still the same stream or is it a different stream? Is this the same stream? Oh no, this might be from this previous stream. Okay. When it said no sound. Okay, this. Hold on. Are we still? Can you believe? So basically, it looks like. Is this the stream right here? Is this the chat? Let's see what's going on here. Let me see. Welcome to XRP After Dark. Let's talk data.
Stablecoins compete against existing forms of electronic money. There's 21 trillion US dollars of US dollar electronic money today.
How much money is that today, sir?
There's 21 trillion US dollars.
$21 trillion in electronic money floating around daily, day to day. $21 trillion.
Of US dollar electronic money today. There's about 140, 150 billion of dollar stablecoins today. Years ago is.
Okay. For some reason I timestamped 3 minutes. I just want to see what I missed. Okay, he's going to talk about the history of Circle.
What they're doing. And
this is actually a big power move too, guys, because not only is this the history of Circle, it's also, they're actually launching a Euro coin also. 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 Edwards, that's the OG in cryptocurrency. I haven't seen that name in quite some time. Actually, I can read. Okay, I can read that this quick. Omar Lopez, can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Are we live? Are you getting this? Are you here with me, Rude Boy, Corey Clay, XRP, Rude Boy, Mr. Thompson, Bullshman 6?
Founding vision we had 10 years ago.
10 years ago. So if you think about how long does it take a company to go unicorn status? That's basically what, when the company reaches a valuation of $1 billion, you go unicorn.
Is just now starting to be realized.
And we're just now starting to realize this vision. Just now. So this company's been in, I'm telling you guys, I've been following the history of Circle for quite some time. I remember the day they launched the USDC, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting because now we got kind of have a digital dollar, because at the time I think we already had USDT, maybe Tether. I think there was maybe a BNB. I think there was 2 BNBs. There was like a BNB, but there was a stablecoin BNB too. They didn't name it BUSD, I believe, until Binance USA. I'm just trying to think back of the history of crypto. And a decade later, the world now realized.
For context, some of this is obviously very familiar to everyone here, but the mental model that we use at Circle is that blockchain networks like Ethereum, like Solana, like...
Bam. Whether you like it or you don't. Whether you like Solana or you don't. I mean, come on, guys. That's why I'm going to just pull like just a couple good clips out of this for you guys. Key parts. That must have been what I wanted you to hear right there at the 3-minute mark, was he mentioned Solana. 𝕤𝕝𝕚 is not going to mention Solana if there's not big plans for Solana. And I mean, we can look at the total supply of Solana right now. I'm not sure what we call it for where we think Solana can go to, but I think $200 per soul, because what, it was 10 for 100. Now it's 170 each. We can see 1K easy, I believe. We've seen 260 all-time high. I mean, what is the real potential of Solana? And this is really what I want to talk about tonight, guys, is once you review some of the data through Circle, and they talk about their BlackRock partnership, and BlackRock holds the reserve for all USDC, basically. The USDC is stored at BlackRock. We're talking about the largest asset manager on the planet, who clearly is giving a massive push to crypto. What Bitcoin ETF is the hottest selling ETF in the history of ETFs. I mean, come on, how big is crypto? I think we're this is, like, when I say this is a massive opportunity, I believe that's an understatement. The data I have for you tonight definitely proves crypto is one of the door. Top gun to Reno. It's a financial freedom. Give it to him, Jeremy. All right, let's go to 6 minutes, because that must have been the part there.
Against existing forms of electronic money.
It's crazy, guys, because here on the side is showing you like other YouTube videos. Here's how to steal and lose $3 billion in Bitcoin. There goes James Zong, who actually got caught with all that Bitcoin. He basically had exposing a secret Bitcoin billionaire. This is actually an amazing documentary right here. You guys got to check this out. You wouldn't believe it. It's pretty amazing. Like Brian Armstrong did an interview 3 weeks ago. Will Bitcoin take over the world? I don't know about take over the world.
There's 21 trillion US dollars of US dollar electronic money today. There's about 140, 150 billion of dollar stablecoins today. There's $100 trillion of commercial bank electronic money in the entirety of the world.
Good God, $100 trillion, 𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚. Are you back for the small party? There's $100 trillion floating on electronic money today.
It's a drop in the bucket. But this form of money, we believe, will ultimately be the superior form of money, and will grow into many trillions of dollars over time. So we're in the early stages. This is like at the start of e-commerce, at the start of streaming video, at the start of messaging and these things. We're at the start.
We're at the start. So for anybody, like, I've been here for almost a decade. I've been creating crypto content since 2018. So for anybody that believes that, are you too late? We're just getting started, Chuck 1823. We're just getting started. And 𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚 says it right here. Guys, believe it or not, I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, we made a hell of a lot of money in 2021. We crushed it. But look, we was here since 2017. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, like, don't get me wrong. I made money as soon as I first got in crypto. Because actually, I got in right before XRP shot to $3 too. And it was like 20 cents before that. So I was like, whoa, this is amazing. But anyway, we're still at the start. Like, it took a decade for Circle to get all the regulation 𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚 is about to speak of in this quick clip. And I'm going to just kind of go through it fast because I hate really playing somebody else's video too much. But, like, it's amazing how far we've come. If you look at it from being like here in 2015, 16, 17, to where there was no crypto.com Visa, no Coinbase Visa, there was no, like, we're like, oh, one day we're going to get regulation. Like, now we speak nothing of but regulation. Now BlackRock holds a reserve of USDC. This is like, whoa, this is like real.
We're not at the end. And it's in a massive scale global market and opportunity.
Massive scale global market opportunity. I mean, come on. I hate to be like sounding like the choir here. Let's go to the next one at 12 minutes. Maybe I should skip around, because if I actually play the whole thing at the same time. Let me see what's going on here. I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. This is TKJ Crypto News. I'm not a financial advisor. I hate to be like sounding like the choir. What's going on tonight? Something special. I guess it is something special. CKJ is here. Have no fear. Let's do this. ℤ𝕝𝕟𝕤𝕤 platform, the future of money. Next time stamp 12 minutes. Man, I'm telling you.
Hold these reserves.
You know what I was just thinking? Like, sometimes it's crazy in crypto because it's like, okay, I could easily hunted down some hidden gems, and we come in here talking about the hidden gems I found, and you know, the different assets we actually. And you know, the only reason I kind of fumbled into more of those assets from the morning live stream, which was Spell and 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. Yeah, Spell and 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. I should have picked up the third one, more of the third one we was talking about, but maybe the third one wasn't on crypto.com. It's basically because I basically cashed out them pools on the Chronos chain in the DeFi wallet and sent them to crypto.com. So I was like, okay, well, you know, we might as well buy some of our favorites, which we believe have the most potential, which happen to be Spell, because it's 0.01 on crypto.com and Coinbase, and then the other one was 𝕤𝕤𝕤𝕤. And Team Green kind of pumped me up on that one. But it's also a hidden gem that we're already in. So, VeChain Billionaire. Actually, we were talking about VeChain on the morning live stream. VeChain Billionaire. He's OG in crypto big time. 2-year member too. We crushed it on the 100K VeChain challenge. That was like, whoa. And that's what I'm saying, guys. New Zealand to the moon. Because, like with the XCN challenge, which I'm trying to stay away from talking about 100K challenges and trying to go into more data tonight, because really, like, okay, it's one thing that believe in the 100K challenge and actually put your hard-earned money on them, but it's like to be confident that you made the right decision. And that's what I always look for, as far as like, all right, this is when you see some of the regulation he speaks of, you're like, damn, crypto is here to stay. Because it kind of reminds me of what I was saying earlier on the morning live stream. I remember too. What's the founder of Litecoin's name? It's Charlie something. Does anybody know the founder of Litecoin? What's his name? And while you're thinking of that name, I remember he came out and made the announcement that they partnered with Visa. And I was like, no way, Calvin Clark. I was looking for the guy off the morning live stream. George Dorsey. When Charlie, the founder of Litecoin, announced that they had partnered with Visa, I almost fainted. Because I was in crypto for maybe a couple years then. And I was like, no way. Like, if this is really true, that this is about to be like, it's going to be like, it's going to be huge. I remember actually running to the bank and everything, depositing money in my account, because I just had to buy more Litecoin that night. Yeah, had to buy more Litecoin. Because that was like a big announcement. This is like one of the first ever Visa crypto partnership announcements. So from there, I was like, Litecoin's gonna rock it. So it's crazy. I actually went to the bank, put a few $100 in there to buy a bunch of Litecoin, and maybe like 2 days, and it did rock it. Actually, the next day it did go up. I won't say like all that much, but then out of the blue, Charlie, oh, abracadabra, yeah, that's the whole name too for Spell. I forgot about that. That's comical. Made me lose my train of thought big time. Leela Edwards. Talk about loss of train of thought. And that's what sucks on the delay on the stream too. It's kind of it's a delay on getting the feedback. When you see the data that Circle has to speak up tonight, you know crypto is going to be big. Hey, what can I say, man? We've been having like a lot of hit and miss on the XRP after dark. You know, you got to beat the drum big time. Be here to make big things happen at all times. So, I'm here. It's XRP After Dark. We hit 10 million views. And actually, I will speak on that actually right now too. I've been creating crypto content for 8 years, since 2017. Like, whoa, 10 million views. That's 10 times platinum on YouTube. But I'll go back to 𝕤𝕝𝕤𝕤 in a second. I feel kind of bad just playing so much of the video, but it's just so good. And it might not be good for all, but I just want people to see some of the data. Which is what they say, numbers don't lie. But they had 10 million views, a decade of creating content, and I pretty much talked to every single content creator, and you know, back in the day. I'm not going to go into the history of all that. But I just want to say thank you to the Bulls family. Because at the end of the day, and I was actually going through my DMs on Telegram trying to catch up with some messages, and somebody I know well, longtime supporter, as soon as I opened it, was like, oh, real recognized real. I was like, bam! And that's what it is at the end of the day, through the ups and downs of creating crypto content, no matter what happens. Did somebody not know that Charlie Lee, thank you, VeChain Billionaire. Whew. For some reason, there's like a major delay on the chat. It's kind of strange, I guess. Charlie Lee was the founder of Litecoin, and he actually sold all his Litecoin. That was like the most craziest thing I seen too. And I remember I used to give out Litecoin when I first started the channel too. We used to give out Litecoin, and I don't know, because I guess I was sold on the whole Bitcoin's silver. He used to sell that narrative, but then he dumped his Litecoin. I said no way, and then actually he announced that the Visa relationship was false. I said, how the hell could you announce a Visa partnership and it be false? You're like the owner of Litecoin. You're supposed to be like this genius, dude. And he announced he apologized. It was a fake announcement. I was like, no way. Bro, I ran to the bank that night. And then after he said, man, I'm just selling all my crypto. I'm like, that's almost like, I guess, I never really analyzed it now in the future. Because really that would have been what? He got the hell out of there. Because if we think about it now, they would have came down hard on his ass with all that crypto. He knew better than to hold on to especially one person. Oh man, Gary Gensler would have lit him up. He's still hiding right now probably. Anyway, Charlie dumped his Litecoin. I'm like, man, he don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. So I pretty much stopped being bullish around Litecoin around that time. But I was kind of surprised to see it hit PayPal. But yeah, Litecoin. Yeah, we're back to it now. Thank you, VeChain Billionaire. Yeah, full circle. I must have just swung back to it. I appreciate that. Yeah, so Litecoin, and matter of fact, I remember Jungle Inc. used to talk about Litecoin too. Because this is way back in the day. This is like, yeah, I remember Jungle, he used to talk about Litecoin. And, I mean, there was a lot of stuff, good connections. You could connect Charlie Lee to Coinbase, but that's not really the point of the story. He dumped his crypto and rolled, and I thought that was like kind of, you know, weekends. So I kind of started talking about Litecoin then. But anyway,
in the safest possible instruments, this is as close as you get to government-backed or government debt money. The Circle Reserve Fund, which
here it is,
which is a fund that is issued and managed by BlackRock, the world's asset manager, holds.
Good God, Jeremy. Guys, listen. There's no way in a million years BlackRock will touch this if we're not pedal to the metal. VeChain Billionaire.
Debt money. The Circle Reserve Fund, which is a fund that is issued and managed by BlackRock, the world's asset manager, holds.
No, hold up. If you kind of think about that, bullish CEO, good to see you, bro. Long time no see. Long time no see. It's actually good to see you. Looks like we need you tonight, bro. Guys, if you guys can smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and this goes for even the people that's here after the live stream. You always can kind of tell the morale on crypto too, like when the market's down. I'm telling you guys, I remember my data's always been the same every year in crypto. Like being up and down with the amount of people here at this particular moment, it doesn't really sway me either way these days. Because looking through my data and my history, my shows always perform the same exact way. It's like when you know, when the market's on fire, everything's up, the views, the data, everything. Pretty much around the time that Elon Musk was on Saturday Night Live, we were on fire at that moment. Dogecoin was almost at $1. And so the data and the analytics varies with the people in and out. But except for the OG bullish family and the members that have stuck and stayed. Shout out to the members, and that's what's also the theme tonight. But then it's the people that are not here the weekends. That's the one like, damn, why couldn't I have been here when you were talking about crypto then? It's like downtime is also, you got to go through it. How can you have joy with no pain? That might make sense, because not only did Charlie Lee dump his Litecoin, we haven't seen him since, kind of also. And I think he made big money, because when he sold Litecoin, it was at $300 per coin. I don't even know what Litecoin. I think Litecoin's not even at $100 now, right? And this is like, yeah, I think Litecoin's about under 100. He sold about 340, I believe. Now, same channel. Actually, I was on the BuLLZiLLa123 thing for a minute. And guys, we do go live every single day at 1 also. On a more serious show, straight into the news. But on XRP After Dark, we do go back and forth a little bit more in the comments. But on the nighttime show, we have a little bit more fun. And I decided to rebrand back to CKJ Crypto News because, like, I would comment on a friend's video or something, and I just didn't think BuLLZiLLa123, people might not know what that is. Like, what's BuLLZiLLa123? So I basically went back to when they see CKJ Crypto News, bring your portfolio out of dormant status, subscribe.
Almost 90% of the reserves, these are held either directly in short-term U.S. government bonds.
Man, if you think about that, though, like, come on.
Which is a fund that is issued and managed by BlackRock, the world's asset manager, holds.
So we're talking about what, the largest reserve of what, USDC is issued and held by BlackRock?
Debt money. The Circle Reserve Fund.
The Circle Reserve Fund. Okay, so this is just a fund that's going to be on reserve for emergencies? Well, I'm not even sure what that is. The reserve management provides redeemable and liquidity on the reserve fund. Okay, so the reserve fund is going to have $32 billion in circulation. That's $32 billion. Like, how did they one-to-one back that? That had to have been massive investors. And you know what blows me away the most, though? Say, for example, like, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, to say today Dave Schwartz and Jed McCaleb created Ripple. Like, it was a code. Bam, you got 100 billion XRP right there. Bam. Like when Jed forked XRP to XLM, okay, we got 100 billion XLM now. Like, back then it wasn't really backed by anything. You know, it was only backed by the belief that this was going to be big. People used to even say that too. But now that you're talking about Circle, if you got 32 billion in circulation, this is going to be backed by $32 billion in cash. Like, clearly. And now BlackRock is involved, the largest asset manager on the planet. Like, look at the data and the numbers here. You're like, what? You know where this is going. And actually, guys, oh, did I pull it up? I'm telling you, I got something else amazing I want to show you. Tonight, you guys are going to learn something more than ever before. A lot of people try to clown Michael Saylor. And believe it or not, I think they're just... People don't really pay respect, or not pay respect. They don't really go do the research themselves and make their own humble opinion. Like, for example, I see a lot of people bashing Michael Saylor. Maybe it's because they just bash billionaires or whatever. I don't know. I like that. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin, inflation, and the future of money. Michael Saylor's a very, very smart guy. Like, very, very smart. Like, when I watched this interview, I'm telling you, I thought I was 10 times smarter afterwards. I'm not going to exaggerate. And I'll be really careful when playing this. But he explains what inflation is. What up, lower level? He explains what inflation is. And he says this house, I guess this guy, Lex Fridman. Yeah, Lex Fridman, he has 5 million followers. He's a pretty intelligent guy, too.
Remember George Washington, you know how he died? Well-meaning physicians bled him to death. And this was the most important patient in the country.
So there's Michael Saylor. You guys know he's famous for putting Bitcoin on his books as equity.
Scalar view of economics.
There goes Lex Fridman. He's kind of boring, intelligent dude. Makes me think maybe I should talk slower and more clear.
So gauge theory is one way that comes from physics.
So, because he doesn't really put a whole lot of pizzazz in that. And he got like 5 million subscribers. We're still working on our niche.
Do you find that...
Anyway, he explains what inflation is. He says he paid $100,000. Well, there's a deed on the house at $100,000 in 1930. There's a deed on this house, Michael Saylor's house, at $100,000 at 1930. Not even less than a century later, less than 100 years. 100 years wasn't really that long ago. That house now is worth $30 million. So Think about how much that money inflated. That $100,000, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's big money in 1930. But $100,000 in 1930 is worth a $30 million today. Michael Saylor said that's a 305 extra money. 305x in 100 years. When he explained about inflation in the economy, most, you know, when they raise the inflation rates, they try to always stick to around 2%, They say nobody would admit to 7%. And clearly, since 1930 to 2024, we've had an inflation of 7 to 10% every year. 7%. So just think about where we're going now with this as far as how big is crypto going to get. We see money's inflating. Everything's inflating. No matter what, the value is going to rise on something with pure utility. Look at the price of Bitcoin, $70,000. Kathy Wood's calling for $1.5 million. Shout out to 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕝. Tell you, I think there's something wrong with the chat tonight. It's got to be. Let me see. Hold on. I think there is something wrong with this chat. Because even when I try to open... Yeah, because actually I can't even see the chat here on my phone. So I can't even see where you type in the chat. Which I believe the chat is running slow. There's something strange going on tonight. So I think there's something wrong with the chat tonight. So if I go to live chat, I just want to check this out. Okay, if I type in something here. And that goes up, and if you type again, just as quick. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking when you go to the next level, when you're dropping pure gems like I'm dropping tonight about some intelligence. I'm thinking it's like, oh, okay, I got them on the edge of their seat, Team Green. It's like when you're dropping pure, because I guess that's why we've been here almost a decade too. When you're dropping pure gems on them, they like focus. They consuming that. And actually, believe it or not, I'm trying to tell you guys, that's how I was with this Michael Saylor interview. This guy's a genius. I don't want to give him too much credit, but damn, like this guy is so smart, it's not funny. And I mean, maybe to me, maybe that's the way he appealed to me. And actually, not everybody in the comments says the same thing. If you actually go to this video into the comments, everybody like, oh, Michael Saylor's a genius. He's a genius. And the thing is, he not only is super intelligent, but the way he explains things, like you get it. Like he broke down inflation to me in a couple of seconds. I'm like, damn, I never looked at it like that. But then he explained like reverse inflation, which is just as bad. I'm like, okay, what's that? So he was like, oh, I could have took the same $100,000 and put it in the ground in 1930, and I would have lost 305x. You can't have a disparity of that far apart with money. Somebody's going to end up in a bad situation. And that's why we got to get this crypto that's going to change their financial status, because the evolution of money is here, Team Green. The Gate Man with the $5 super chat. I appreciate the love, my brother. What up with that XRPH healthcare? I watched your video about a year ago. Any updates on that? Oh, Gate Man, you're making me feel bad now because I haven't looked to see what's up with them in a while. But I'm kind of curious because I've seen somebody else asking too. When we did research on it, it looked like they was ready to do big things right away. XRP healthcare, projects built on XRP. Let's look at the price. Let's look at the, man, I can't really remember what to compare it to the previous. Oh, actually, we can just see how they've been doing. XRPH, will the stream drop though? Hope not. Hope not. Team Green, what up, XRPH? Team Green, welcome to the IBF XRP After Dark. Smash that like and subscribe. Yeah, guys, we've been creating crypto content since 2017. The #1 show in crypto. And the biggest calls in crypto, hands down, Fire Officer 001. Good God, Fire Officer. I remember when you just showed up here on the channel, and you already got like a 2-year emoji. Well, we know, I think that's at least an 8-month emoji, though. You know, I call it a 2-year emoji. But I know it's at least a year, right, Fire Officer? Oh, the Gates Man. Thank you big time for the membership to the channel. Much love, Gates Man. Where are you coming in from, my brother? I appreciate that. Gates Man. Yeah, I know a lot of you shocked right now, like, oh, CKJ did show up. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I can't let you down. I wouldn't do that to you. XRP Healthcare. Guys, everything lined up for this one. If you guys remember, this company is based out of Texas here in the USA. And when we did the research on it, they was on like Good Morning America. And the founder of Scriptco. Okay, Scriptco was like a... I mean, I'm not going to get into it too deep on this one. But the founder of Scriptco, and they was on Good Morning America. And they actually both made statements about being in partnership with XRP Healthcare. And they was actually tagging it on their Twitter and everything. I was like, damn, this looks like it might be a pretty big deal, especially with that partnership with Scriptco. Because it was a company based out of Texas on Good Morning America. You guys remember all that research. It might even be the same research that the Gate Man is talking about. So I was like, whoa. Now, I can run the numbers on the data real quick and see where we're at. So 21% on the 7-day. So what, 0.04? I can't remember what the price was when we got into it, though. Was this coin? Let's go to the all on this. I'm just want to run all the data real quick. 26, because I think I do remember this coin being right around maybe like a quarter a lot, though. It was like a lower supply, maybe. I said 99 billion. That can't be the same supply as Ripple. Okay, circulating supply 56 billion. 0.045, 30-day. Good God, okay, we got some major gains in a month, 0.03. Okay, so it was like a little bit of pain in there too because it dropped down from a quarter to 2 cents. But, I mean, there was a big time correction in 2023 anyway, after the whole SPF debacle. 5 cents not bad. Actually, 5 cents is a pretty good price asset for, I mean, I'm just thinking about the utility that's kicking out right now. I mean, I have no idea how far they've gotten in their partnerships, but I would have to look more into the actual partnerships of it. Aaron A, and thank you big time, Gate man, with the super chat. I actually will look more into this as far as the partnerships and see what's going on with them. And thank you for the membership to the channel. I appreciate that too. XRP After Dark Time, Michael Gray, we're here. Aaron A, 589, baby, 589 super chat. Much love. Oh, Aaron A. Oh yeah, Pickle's not out here. Aaron A has always been the biggest supporter of CKJ and Pickle. He got him like the baddest treat ever. And when he, or one time he said get him a treat, and I think I got him like this a super treat. What up, CKJ? Long time, been a while. What up, Aaron A? Much love, my brother. Thank you big time for the membership and 589 super chat. It means the world. And guess, oh, Aaron A. It might have been. I'll just throw it out there right away. The newest challenge is the XCN challenge. XCN challenge. Let me pull that up real quick because I want to show you this one. Because Aaron A hasn't been here in a while, maybe. Because, guys, this is on Coinbase Tier 1 exchange. It's called XCN. Don't forget it. When it rockets, y'all going to be like, I should have got this, Devon NRG. It's called Onyx Coin. XCN did the research. Everything lined up. It's $240 per 100K. And you're lucky to still get that price. Oh my God, you're so lucky. Because even what SHX shot up to 800, and it was at 0.003. You could have got for 300. I'm like, guys, you better get your stronghold right now. Oh yeah, guys, we got a big announcement on stronghold too. Jumping thing to stuff. Stronghold has an AMA in 2 days, maybe 6 days with Sean Bennett. So, and stronghold, what we 10x in like a week on that call. Well, basically, when we jump back in at 0.003 at 300, and now it's at, I don't know, 0.007, which is 700 per 100K. But anyway, XCN still 240 on Coinbase. Thank you, big time, almost. That's the theme of tonight's show, my brother. No doubt about it. That's the theme of tonight's show. Let me run the numbers on this, guys. So you just saw, thank you, Aaron A. Pickle treat for sure. For all the love for Pickle.
Which is a fund that is issued and managed by BlackRock, the world's asset manager, holds almost 90% of the reserves.
Team Green, did you hear that, sir? They're boasting of BlackRock holds 90% of the USD reserve and the management and the redeemable. So how do you like, I remember when USDC was born, and I guess I did hop around because like Jed forked Ripple, and you got, 100 billion XLM. Like, come on, that wasn't backed by anything when you first forked that. You can fork these crypto easily. I don't even think, well, okay, well, you know what did bother me about this, for example, okay, when they did launch USDC, they're trying to build regulation, and they say, okay, we're going to actually be one-to-one really backed. But don't get me wrong, this is amazing. There's cryptos that's going to be tied in with this, but at the same time, they boast of regulation and security and setting the standard for the for the industry. But you're right, it does set the standard for the industry, and it puts out the little guy, kind of, because no company can have that kind of regulation that you guys are boasting of. Oh, we're partners with BlackRock. They hold our reserve. We got regulations in all these places. They're creating this standard that's impossible for the smaller man to reach, I believe. But they do mention some good cryptos.
These are held either directly in short-term U.S. government bonds or in overnight repurchase agreements over collateralized by U.S. government bonds.
So guys, make a long story short, I know this is like, because we did have a morning live stream where I showed you guys two hidden gems you should have, and we picked up more once we cashed out on some of our Chronos pools. But this future of money speech with 𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕚 is a must-see. Like, sometimes you got to watch some of the boring stuff to get to the understanding that your money is safe in crypto. Because you want to be confident, because we work hard for our money, right, Team Green? Like, you saw me putting money in something like, oh man, is it going to make it? Is this going to be for real? Like, once you understand how big Circle has gotten and how big this has actually gotten, you realize crypto is here to stay. It's time to just man up, put your big boy pants on, JR ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚, Texas in the building. Yeah, now XRP is launching a stablecoin. Think about that, though. Like, I was going to pull that up with Dave Schwartz. Now XRP is launching a stablecoin. Do you know why? It's because of the regulation and what Circle showed the world. And that's what I'm saying. There's going to be so many companies right now trying to duplicate the success of Ripple because now they got federal clarity. So people are going to try to duplicate the success of other companies that got through the door. Clearly, Circle got through the door. Now, okay, XRP is like, oh, we should get into the stablecoin industry. And I said the day USDC launched, it was going to be trouble for other stablecoins. And boy, was I right. They were like the 6th biggest stablecoin, I recall. Now they're what, number 1, 2?
So the 80,
a couple heads rolled on their way to the top.
85+% is this sort of U.S. government-backed risk. The remaining, in this case, I don't know if this is perfectly up to date, $5 billion in cash is almost entirely held with multiple global systemically important banks. And these are the banks that effectively have been designated to have the full support of the governments that back them.
Good God. So he said $5 billion is sitting in banks globally, and these banks are supported by the government that backs that bank because it's a bank in this jurisdiction, and they got ties to all those. Like, they're planting seeds across the planet with this right here. Like, you know how hard it's going to be for other companies to compete? Well, I guess Ripple has a big honeypot. They should be able to step right in there.
So this is an incredibly safe infrastructure.
Bam! Just in crypto. 𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕚 banking on Bitcoin. This is an incredibly safe infrastructure. If you're nervous, tell your wife that statement right there. Show them who 𝕤𝕚𝕟𝕚 is.
And the most transparent in the world.
Give it to him, Jeremy. And the most transparent. We can't hide behind the dollar no more, Team Green. It's time to show your money.
And I'm not just talking about in the stablecoin market. We believe that we are more transparent than any financial institution ever.
Tell him, Jerm.
We provide daily visibility.
Daily visibility.
Into substantially all of these reserves through USDXX. Search it on Google. You
Search it on Google, baby. Tell him, Jeremy. He's like, and what?
can see the daily, every single security instrument that backs USDC. We provide weekly transparency into all the creation and redemption flows.
Man, I don't know how much I should be playing this in a row, but I guess what? Should we go to the next clip? 13, 14. Okay, it's going to come up on something good on 14. We're at 1347 anyway.
And then twice a month, we work with one of the top 4 global public accounting firms to provide assurance.
I was hoping you mentioned the names of them because I remember back in the day, VeChain was partnered up with the top 4 auditing firms. Which is that? That's what? Oh man, I can't even recall the names of them now. But they're all partnered with VeChain. What? Oh my God. We did all this research. I feel like it's a quiz now. The top 4 auditors. DLMV. He doesn't mention the names of them either, but he says they're partners with them.
Assurance that what we say is there is actually there. And then we're audited annually by a top 4 global public accounting firm.
Who can compete with that? Not many.
So we hold ourselves to this very high standard of transparency.
And that's when I was thinking, okay, you hold yourself to that, but you know, you're actually holding any competition to that. Like Daquan couldn't come nowhere close to that. Like you guys are launching algorithmic stablecoins. You're taking chances. Like algorithmic, I don't know, you're going too far with this crypto and everything thinking that. He's probably like an easy target.
And we're the most liquid. This is a total aggregate. We have minted or redeemed nearly 800 billion USDC since we launched it.
No, mint it? I'm not going to get into how the infrastructure works there, but what I am here to say that USDC is back 1-to-1, so I guess for every digital dollar they mint, something's backing that from BlackRock, and BlackRock is giving full support.
That means it works.
Damn right it does.
You can create, you can redeem, and we're building out an infrastructure now that is entirely global.
Entirely global. Let's go global, aristocrat.
We've brought online banking infrastructure in the US, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in the EU, and soon in a whole series of other markets where institutions can interact directly with Circle.
No, you know what excites me about this? It's not the fact that USDC is doing big things. It's through this clip he mentions Solana. He mentions a couple other cryptos that, and clearly we know Stellar runs on, USDC runs on Stellar. Solana, he mentioned Solana. So it's like not only does, okay, they're doing big things with USDC, but it also gives, you know, clearly that we know Solana's going to do big things. That's one of our challenges. And other cryptos he mentions throughout the clips too.
And create and redeem USDC and EURC.
UEROC, that's global. That's the UK to the USA, just like the Bullish family.
Directly from their local banking systems and networks, including
directly from your local banking system. Come on, you would not, oh, what up, Crypto Navigator? So good to see you. You would not boast of a banking system tied to any digital dollars when I got in crypto in 2017. So that's what makes it so big, though. Like this moment in history, it makes it so big because at the same time, you can always reflect on where we came from. Because you got to remember where you came from, just in crypto. That kind of reminds me, a lot of people do forget where they came from. In crypto, a lot of people forget where they came from. Because then you might not have clear track of where you're going.
including in some of these.
But actually, when I was going through my DMs today, this OG, first thing as soon as I opened it, he was like, oh, real recognize real. I was like, damn. And then I was like, we hit 10 million views today. So no matter how big a channel gets, they'll never have called a call bigger than CKJ, which I won't say that no more. I say it in the most humble way, which is true. But nah, anyway. But the point is, it's like the family that's always supported, like the members. I can't thank you enough.
These markets on a 24.
Why did I go into that whole topic then? It was Justin Crypto, but it wasn't the Justin Crypto name of the
7 basis. So we're building.
Because basically, like, guys, Jeremy Allure is, I mean, come on, we got to give him his flowers. He was in banking on Bitcoin. Like, do you think I called all these big calls just by throwing the dart at the wall? Crypto Navigator? No. I know who these people are. I know them better than they self. I remember that was like that when I went to Consensus too. I'm not going to exaggerate. I was calling these people's names out like left and right, and they were like shocked. Like Carlos Domingo, who actually has a partnership with Ripple. When I ran to Glenn Hutchins, he showed major love. Glenn Hutchins is a billionaire, owns the Boston Celtics, on the board of Digital Currency Group. He gave me like the biggest hug ever. I was like, no way. And so I was like unbelievable shocked with that. But then like, the founder of this other big custodian, it's what's his name? I can't remember offhand. He's a real big deal now too. But anyway, he was kind of shocked that I knew who he was. And I was just doing the research on these people because I want to know who they are and who they tied to. I didn't want to miss the opportunity. But you understand, whoa, crypto was here to stay, Charles Demir.
Building this global liquidity network.
And that's what I call this video, this new global liquidity network. that you have an opportunity to really be a part of by jumping on simple challenges that I've called throughout the years that we've crushed it on. Shane found a really good article too in the Telegram group about Grant Cardone is mansions for sale for 300 Bitcoin, Team Green. I think you should buy that, Team Green.
Directly, the primary liquidity of our stablecoins, and then indirectly through a vast range of distribution platforms.
A vast range of distribution. And he's not blowing smoke. Thank you, Team Green. That's the theme of tonight's show. Team Green, tell them.
Platforms that are providing that liquidity. So this tremendous investment in this, including regulated infrastructure around the world.
Man, we're going to leave it at that, including, actually, he didn't call out all the cryptos I wanted, but I mean, I'm not going to have you guys watch the whole thing, but including regulated, like what?
Vast range of distribution platforms that are providing that liquidity. So this tremendous investment in this, including regulated.
And tremendous investment in this. Like, there's money on the line here. Like, BlackRock is saying, okay, we'll tie to you. We'll say, you can tell the world we're holding 90% of what you do. Like, for BlackRock to boast of that, and you see what Larry Fink is. He's all about Bitcoin now. Oh my God, it's the hottest performing ETF. And come on, just think about that. Lower level. Lower level. They said it's the best performing ETF in the history of ETFs. Like, how is that possible?
Infrastructure around the world. The second key piece here.
What can I say?
What we call our blockchain infrastructure services. So how to think about this. So you have.
I'm going to move on. But actually, I wrote so many timestamps here. 12, 14, 15. I was thinking, hell, I'll just let it play right straight through it. And then I had to identify each part that I wanted you guys to hear. But I guess I was just letting it play too.
The asset and the.
But it looks like 15 is the last one, and 1640.
Liquidity of that asset, that regulated asset.
That regulated asset. Like back in the day. Matter of fact, I remember when I first met Dave Schwartz, when I was the first YouTuber to talk to Dave Schwartz, Ripple CTO, Joe Katz. You know him. You know him well. He was like, the biggest problem with crypto is uncertainty. Well, I think Jeremy Allure is clearing some of that up. And plus, Ripple cleared it up too by getting clarity on XRP not a security. Like, come on, there was uncertainty in crypto. Like, we didn't know if this was going to make it this far.
Also have our blockchain infrastructure services. Most of you experience this through our stablecoin protocols. If you have a wallet that connects to USDC and you use it on a blockchain network, we're constantly upgrading the protocol itself.
Okay, that was one of the most amazing things too. Is like the protocol itself constantly updates. So we're talking smart money that's programmable. It then goes into basically you can build on top of it.
We're improving it to make it more efficient. We're improving it to add features and security capabilities. So that's the core protocols. These are the smart contracts and they're holding USDC and they want to transact that to their Solana wallet.
Okay, that must have been the one at 1640 right there. If you want to transact to your what, Jeremy, please tell them loud and clear.
Security risks without bridge hack risk. So CCTP is a very innovative protocol that now enables that kind of portability. So if you've got someone who built a game that's running on Polygon and they're holding.
Oh, there's the other one. I'm so glad I got that one too. Thank you, Jeremy. That's perfect. Polygon, which is Matic, they had a rebrand. That's my biggest call in crypto, which I connected Matic to Coinbase way back in the day. And this is before it even listed on the... guys, I'm telling you, when you logged into the Coinbase DeFi wallet, which he speaks to all that right now, Base, the DeFi wallet, like the USDC connections, but now he mentions Polygon. That's about the biggest call in crypto. I issued the 100K Matic challenge, and it went to $3. But I connected Coinbase to Matic back in the day, and it's ironic that they make fun of him in the Solana commercial because you need a layer 2 to make the layer 1 scale. And that's kind of funny, but it's so true. That simple math made us crush it on Matic. And he mentions Polygon, and it's still their plan to help Ethereum scale.
USDC, and they want to transact that to their Solana wallet.
Bam! I issued the Solana challenge, 10 for 100. It shot at 260 per soul. See, that's why let me watch some of the boring stuff so you don't have to. I know that USDC needs Solana, they need Stellar, they need Polygon.
Wallet or transact.
And that's some of my old calls that solidified us with the greats, VChain billionaire. Certec has to have an audit.
Back to their base Coinbase wallet.
Bam! Oh, they're talking big noise about base, and we did a lot of research on Optimism, which they're saying base runs on, which it was already at $1, so we couldn't get too much gains out of that. I didn't believe. We're looking for some double zero assets, but within the base ecosystem, I see a lot of people talking about it all the time. So we got to mention the Polygon, Solana, base, which is basically you want to keep an eye out for opportunity. The creator of Casper could possibly be the same guy who created Bitcoin. Could be the biggest call since Bitcoin. Justin Crypto is an OG in crypto. He's an OG.
You can teleport that USDC directly, and we're making huge investments in this to improve it, the speed and capability of this innovative protocol. So these are just public infrastructure that...
So you guys get that right there. I'm going to leave that one at that one because I think we covered that. Okay, I actually covered the Michael Saylor thing. Believe it or not, guys, one thing is you seen him speak of the money that's going to flow on it, some of the big cryptos, the regulation across the world. It kind of clearly shows you how big this is. 90% sits in BlackRock, which is the largest asset manager on the planet. So you got to understand, yeah, like, this is a very big deal. When CKJ says, uh-oh, you might want to be ready by the halving, because historically the market does have a correction before the halving, and historically 20 days after the halving, the market doubles. Well, they specifically say Bitcoin doubles, but within that, there's going to be some big time 10Xs, baby. And will it be XCN? Got to be. We're surprised it already didn't. 10X. Joe Cool. XRP. Joe, you must be cool. If your name is Joe, probably the coolest dude I know. And you put XRP too? Oh my God, what are they going to do? But hate, because you're great. Let me say. I like that fun. I do want to check out BuLLZiLLa123's article real quick too, since he's here. I actually think I pulled up Team Green's page too. What is up with that? Why you be like disappearing on me, Team Green? We'll run through that. Guys, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. If you guys can smash that thumbs up, I'm gonna get out of here in 5 minutes no matter what. I just wanted to make sure I showed up. We hit 10 million views on this channel. We've been creating crypto content since 2017. Some say I'm the founder of the XRP army. Bam! Good God, that's like a smack heard around the world right there. Yeah, sad but true. Huh? Ask around. Oh, Brad Garlinghouse dropped something today? No way. What's Brad talking about? 54 seconds? Okay, not bad. Multiple Brads? I don't think this is copyright. Get him, Brad.
Oh, hi. I'm Brad Garlinghouse.
Nice to meet you, sir. I remember when I had a goal to be the first one to interview Brad Garlinghouse. I had a goal to be the first one to interview Brad Garlinghouse, and I thought I was going to hit that goal too. I'm not exaggerating, because I was on fire at that moment. I was like, I want to be the first one to talk to Dave Schwartz, and we hit that goal. It was like hitting all our goals back to back. Bing, 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 bing. Why did I mention I'm going to be the first one to talk to Brad Garlinghouse? They didn't like that.
Oh, hi. I'm Brad Garlinghouse,
Nice to meet you, sir.
CEO of Ripple. Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse,
Oh, Brad is that nice, so we got to see you twice?
CEO of Ripple. No, you're not. Big wins at the XRP giveaway. Link in bio.
Hold up. This is fake. Let me make sure. Hold on, it can't be fake. Because he said big giveaway. Like, hold up. That's Ripple 8 hours ago. Is this real? I think this is real. Maybe he's just trolling. What's going on there?
Oh,
Let me see it.
hi. I'm Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple.
Okay. I see what you gotta read the title in it too. Ripple will never ask you to send XRP. Okay, this is very necessary now that I think about it, because they really got some major fake Brad Garlinghouse commercials. So you guys gotta be really careful with that. Actually, now I can see exactly what they're doing now, because basically every time they go to commercial, it's fake Brad, fake Solana CEO, and they're saying, oh, send this, do this. Guys, be very cautious if you're new to crypto. Do not send crypto to that stuff. Like, that's all fake. So I'm only assuming that Brad is trolling, which is a good thing. Somebody gotta say something.
Hi, I'm Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. No, you're not. Big wins at the XRP giveaway. Link in bio. Look, this guy is obviously a scam. There's no XRP giveaway. Send us 500 XRP and we'll send you double back. Congratulations, XRP holders. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ripple will never ask you to send us XRP.
And that's exactly what they do. If I would have watched this sooner, I probably would have stayed away from it a little bit and just mentioned it but I mean, I mention it all the time too about like the fake giveaways and all that. I just don't even like to kind of get into that. But those are fake. Be very careful. Yeah, you're sick of scammers all the way, Shane. I'm with you on that. I mean, it got to be said because believe it or not, when I first got in crypto, I think I would have failed for that if I had more experience with the wallet. I just didn't know how to send it that quick. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. You got to do what and get what? Oh my God, this is limited time. You know how Americans got, I don't know if it's a global thing or it's an American thing, but we got what, the shiny red ball syndrome. We got to have it. You know, like, you ever got to have your crypto like right away? It happens to me all the time. I got to have it. Okay.
Send me your wallet address and we will give you all the XRP.
Okay, you get the point. It's fake. Do not fall for the fake Brad. Okay, we might have got that from Team Green too.
Sorbin, Saylor's smart contracts platform.
And we showed that on the morning live stream. 𝕠𝕤𝕠𝕟 was on CNBC. I think Jed is dropping some big advertisement dollars. Did they pay for that, or did they come calling to Stellar? I think Jed's going to spare no expense when it comes to getting Stellar out there. And you guys already see, I'm not exaggerating, because Stellar be everywhere. They be running ads on Twitter. They be running ads on YouTube. So Stellar has a plan to get the name out. Wow, I remember back in and I think that it's going to boil down to, like back in the day, okay, there was some issues between Stellar and XRP, and that's when things were like super tribal. I haven't watched Bearable Bull's video the day before, and he was like, oh yeah, we gotta get out here in like a minute or two. That he was like, I'm not an XRP maxi. And we were talking about that on the morning live stream. It's like, you know, we talked about diversifying on the morning live stream. And then you got like your XRP maxis that, like, you know, I'm not going to get into that either. As far as, I think in the future, people are going to see 𝕠𝕠𝕟 as a leader of Stellar. They might not even look as far back to see, oh, who owned the company before? Like, or do you, like, I don't know if people that invest in traditional stocks, you know, do they follow the success of the company? And see, I guess you kind of would want to do all the research, but they're not like doing, like, if you're going to invest in Coca-Cola, you're not going to say, oh, let me see who the last 5 CEOs were. You're going to want to look at the data and the trend. Is this thing going up, and does it have use case and utility? As a matter of fact, that's what 𝕤𝕤𝕟𝕤 right here said. These cryptos now have intrinsic value. So Turbo 1, you learned something tonight. Intrinsic value is in Warren Buffett's book, and he actually gives an amazing definition of intrinsic value. It's something that's creating value or has real value, and it has real utility, which would give it intrinsic value. That means undeniable, Stellar. And now this circle has made as far as it has and boasts of BlackRock global partnerships, and you already see 𝕤𝕤𝕟𝕤 is in love with 𝕠𝕠𝕟, Stellar. So if you guys don't got your Stellar, you better get your SHX. And I will speed this up now because, guys, I'm telling you, I guess I've been into learning and fitness lately. Last couple of days a little bit. But this Michael Saylor interview is amazing. Link in the description for this. Like, if you really want to, like, instead of just judging somebody, I think you should really watch this for a few minutes. And you'll kind of be surprised. And when he starts breaking down, like, this is actually supposed to be a 4-hour interview. I don't even know if this... Like, he really sits there for 4 hours. I just started watching it straight through. I maybe got to an hour, maybe. Almost an hour. It's amazing. Link in the description, guys. Give it some time if you got some time. And the other one was, okay, link in the description for the future of money. I think I might have showed you guys this one very thoroughly. You guys get it on that one. I'll show you 2 more things and we're getting out of here. Nah, George, you didn't really miss too much tonight. I went real technical on him a little bit, George, because I wanted people to understand that, yes, no, shout out to the morning live stream. It's on fire already. But and we do got 2 new hidden gems we called out. But I wanted to show people tonight that crypto is here to stay. As far as you got to be confident, because I remember when I was younger in crypto, I used to be scared to death. I was like, oh, it's over. Second it started crashing, like, it's over. I should never put my money in that. But really, I've learned to hodl. And like, whoa, this is real. Submit your AMA questions now and click link. Don't miss CTO co-founder. It's Sean Bennett. AMA, April 16th. Hey, look at that. Sean only got 2,000 followers. Elena Combs. That's like, we're so early. And that's what Jeremy Lord says there. So that was the one thing. And the other thing was Shane Sullivan's article he dropped in our Telegram group. Guys, because we need one more member in our Telegram group so we can hit 600. We got any takers tonight? Yeah, I'm getting out here in like 1 or 2 minutes. I'm serious. What's that? Brad on XRP, then Brad Tingry, that's funny. He said Brad on XRP and then Brad on ETH. Yeah, I didn't even realize it was the giveaway thing, and they were just trying to address that. Actually, I think Brad is really upset about that. He's actually addressed that a few times. And thank God somebody does. It's almost hard to believe that they can have fake stuff like that. Like they look real now. Grant Cardone lists beachfront mansion he bought from Tommy Hilfiger, and his price is 646 Bitcoin. You picking this up tomorrow, D Stellar? Jose says I got scammed in 2020 before I found UCKJ. Yeah, shout out to Jose V. Yeah, guys, we were not. It's like kind of like the first time I seen that send this and receive more. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought it was almost real, and I was like, oh, but how do you send this crypto? Like, cause you guys send the address and the tag. It was like kind of complicated. I was like, man. And by the time I actually learned to send it, I learned it was fake. So at the same time, I was learning how to send, but I was also doing research on, is this real? And so I started doing all these different, but how was I doing it back then? Matter of fact, back then they didn't even have the AI persons that look real. They just had a thing flashing across the screen with the send and receive addresses. Now they like the fake AI to add on to that. Anyway, Grant Cardone is selling his Florida beachfront house he bought in 2021. Cardone and his wife. Oh, you know another reason I want to touch on this, because it helps me slip into something you guys might not know about me, and I'm out of here. Because I think lately since I've been creating crypto content for 8 years, like there's so much I never really talk about because I try to stay focused on crypto. Or I don't want people to think I'm boasting or whatever. But after 8 years, what the hell? We can talk about anything now, as long as I've been here. So, nah, all jokes aside. Like Grant Cardone was like a big speaker, right? So a lot of people may not know Grant Cardone. Matter of fact, what's he famous for? He's like famous for investing in real estate, but also like motivational a little bit, but still big real estate deals and real estate. And but he's also like a lot of YouTube videos, and like he's a talker also. He's a big talker too. And he's always walking on the beach making videos, making commercials. I remember I used to watch all his videos where he's walking on the beach, playing with his kids on the beach. I'm like, oh man, that's what I want to do. And play with my kids on the beach. Like, come on, that's a dream, right? Have your family on the beach. What? Devon's like, yeah. Team Green's like, damn right, because you know Team Green got a little Team Green and all. But anyway, I was like, man, what should I talk about on YouTube? Should I be just like motivational? But believe it or not, guys, you may not know this, but I used to go to programs and speak and all. When back in the day, why was I going in there and speaking? I guess when I was getting into speaking kind of big. I guess, okay, that goes back to like the paralegal thing of why. I guess, well, basically back in the day, I used to want to do speaking, so I actually used to go to these different places and I was speaking to like troubled kids and all. Because my little brother used to get in trouble too, and I used to be like, you know, because I can connect with anybody, like, and I think it would be hearing it better from somebody that's real, that they can connect with. And people do connect with me, and I'm like, you know, you can do great things, whatever. And I really do believe that, because I think you can accomplish anything. Like, I used to be 300 pounds, you know. You guys seen pictures of me in like 2021. I was ripped in, Devon, but we're still working on getting back to that. But I'm telling you, muscle memory is beautiful. But anyway, the point is I did speak to the at-risk youth. And I thought I was going to save the world at one time. I'm not going to lie. But Grant Cardone pretty much speaks on YouTube, and he's selling his house for Bitcoin. But thank God I found crypto, so we decided to talk about crypto and not just motivation. I was like, should I talk about cars? Should I talk about fitness, Team Green? Thank you, my brother. You must have read my mind too, because actually, let me pin that. Because I tried to get the link for the other previous link, and it says expired. So I'm gonna get back in that Discord. Guys, there's our Discord. And we need one more member for our Telegram group. And I actually got this from BuLLZiLLa123 in our Telegram group, and I'm getting out of here right now. I know Devon's videos are motivational in Destine Beach. Like, oh my God, you see how beautiful the water is there? Yeah, learn the hard way, Jose. That's why, you know, like, let me do the research so you don't have to. And I was going to go through one of my Chronos wallets and, like, release one of them pools, because then I could just... Team Green, how do I access that boomer reward? Like, I don't see it when I go to D app. My last question, I promise. And guys, we do go live every day at 1, and on the morning show it is more focused and straight into the news. I missed you guys a little bit. Is that the Telegram link? Oh, that is the Telegram link. Okay, okay, you dropped both links, I believe, because this is the Discord, right? How do I access that boomer and them rewards? Like, because, for example, when you hit the D apps, because basically I've been all through the Chronos wallet, guys. You know all my stories about that the last few days. And because I found a bunch of pools I didn't know I had. Anyway, but I was like, well, since we're in here examining this and releasing these pools, let's check out on that boomer and what's up with them rewards. Because if you bought it, Chronos NFT boomer, which I think I got a bunch of stuff. But when I went through the D apps, you don't just hit. It just doesn't hop up like, you know, like VVS, MMF. Then you don't see like Boomer Squad. Oh, no way. It's complicated like that, Team Green. I don't want to know how to release the rewards. Like, how do I even get to like the Boomer platform? Like, what app do I go through? What's the connecting D app? I can't even recall. Thank you, Shane. I feel so good to be back too. And 90-day fitness challenge, bro. And I'm telling you, when I was hitting the weights today in front of that mirror, I was like, damn. Because I'm like, time does... Because if you think about it, when we first issued the 90-day fitness challenge, I was like, oh, it's going to be before March. And that might have been in January. So that's January, February, March. So I'm not as big as I would like to be. But you can actually see, like, you know, when you're curling the dumbbells, you can see the progress versus where we was. Now all I got to do is go back to the gym maybe. Nah, but actually, to actually get your bulk, you want to, you know, increase the weight a little bit. We got like the whole... You know, we got the muscle memory back as far as like we can see the form shaping, but we just need to add the bulk to it as far as like we need to start curling some big, because I need much more weight than the dumbbells and stuff I got here. Oh, believe it or not, Devon, you're right on the money, bro. I was actually thinking about going through that wallet next. But I remember we got into some elaborate staking protocols in the 𝕝𝕚 wallet, which is what? The 𝕝𝕚 wallet is the ℙ𝕝𝕚 gold wallet, and MEX is the liquidity token like VVS. And it's for Chronos. But I was like, 𝕝𝕚, you're next. Because believe it or not, it's been a while since we went in that wallet too. But I found a whole bunch of goodies, guys, in my Chronos DeFi wallet. Like, I was shocked. I was like, no way. Yeah, I'm definitely out here. 500 each back to on ℙ𝕝𝕚 gold. Guys, I actually issued the EGLD. And I remember like it was yesterday because ℙ𝕝𝕚 rebranded quite a few times. EGLD. It was the ERD 2021. Oh, look here, looky here. What we got here? Make sure you guys follow Devon NRG. Bam. What's going on here, Devon? Looks like you're talking to the at-risk youth. Which I never mentioned that before, because the thing is, I was like, that's like something like, oh yeah, guys, I used to do this, do that. I've never been the much of it, I used to do this, do that type of guy. I always just been focusing on crypto and kind of like staying in that lane, because we're not really here for that. But there's Devon NRG. Skincare at its finest. Skincare at its finest. You guys are wild. Alright, yeah, so guys, we hit 10 million views. There goes Pickle, the lover dog. Aaron, they dropped a treat for Pickle.
Cryptocurrency is here. See the hoodie?
Oh, look at Pickle's bandana. You got a Batman bandana. Oh, it's a film? Yeah, Devon's always up to something, always something big. Yeah, guys, when I seen the pictures of Destiny Beach, Florida, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go down there. Okay, dude, drop down Chronos chain, NFT, be careful, a lot of crazy other traps in there with the NFTs. Okay, hold on. So Team Green Boomer has its own D app, fam. Go to NFTs on the DeFi wallet. Okay, so hold on. I guess I'm not gonna stall you guys out anymore, because now I am when I start going deep thought on this. Because you're saying it has its own D app, the Boomer D app, but go to NFTs. So I'm only thinking it's gonna be like offhand, like Chronos or the Crypto.com, where they got like the certain section for your NFTs. So I'm gonna go to like the NFT section altogether. Well, it's gotta be different than the D apps, because the D apps automatically hit as soon as you hit the 4 squares. Oh, I was looking at ICP today. Believe it or not, they got ICP in the Chronos wallet. I'm like, no way. So we must have been bullish on ICP for quite some time, because I actually have some of that in there. I'm like, damn, like no way. And so that, how long ago? That must have been a long time ago we bought that ICP. I like to know when we even set them pools up. Like, no way. I was actually going to open them up tonight, because I still got a few in there to cash out. And I was like, man, I might as well go through the steps live, because it's a nightmare. Because believe it or not, like I said, and this last thing I'm going to say is when you get to finally like all the way to the end, I'm telling you, believe it or not, like for a few times I thought I really didn't have it. I was like, that's how hard it was to get. I'm telling you, it was so hard. You guys would not believe it. I was like, man, maybe, because like every time I would go out, I just couldn't go back to this like certain spot. I mean, it was complicated. Also, when I first got to, because most of your contracts in the pool are still on V2 and the Chronos chain. They want you to migrate to V3. So to even pull your rewards, that you got to migrate to V3. So from there, you got to enable V3, and then you got to go to the pool and enable the pools. And I'm telling you, they're hitting you from CRO each way. Like each time you migrate, you do this, you sign the thing, just like in the Trust wallet. Like, oh, 1 CRO, 3 CROs. I'm like, they're tearing my ass up for like those things add up. And anyway, so then it says, okay, well, how much do you want to withdraw? And then do you want to withdraw it to your wallet, or do you want to withdraw it to V3? I was like, well, let's just withdraw this to the wallets. And next thing you know, bam, it lands right in your Chronos wallet. I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm telling you guys, if VVS would take off right now, I'd be the VVS king. No doubt about it. All right, I'm out of here. I grabbed 50 ICP today. Oh, Devon is ready. Oh, no way. They're giving rewards like that, Shane. Guys, I'm telling you, at one time I had so much Chronos and that staking thing. I think it was on maybe 14% then. And if they're all 20% now, I'm telling you, that would be big time CRO. Almost like back in the day a little bit. But anyway, we would get big time rewards, and my goal each time was to earn 200 CRO before I actually only cashed out the 200 CRO. Because I think you could cash out your rewards, right? Yeah. So I was like, each time, guys, I'm not going to cash out my rewards, so I hit 200 CRO earned. Not 200 CRO in there. 200 CRO earned. So I was like, when we hit 200, we're going to cash. And we was actually earning it real fast, like all the time. 200. Because remember, I would always give you guys the screenshots too. We just hit 200 CRO earned today. But then Gary spooked me on my staking, so I got out of that. I'm out of here.
Big bag full of tail, $60 fun.
Guys, thank you for the love for all these years. Make sure you join our Telegram. And next is the Mayor Wallet. Yeah, I issued the ERD 2021 Coin Challenge, and it shot to $4,000 from $100. Bam! Shot to $4,000 from $100. Don't worry, on the morning show, in and out less than an hour. And that's the last thing. ERD 100K for 100 shot to 4,000. And it started crashing to 2,000. I remember actually a couple of trolls, all the trolls tried to come out when it crashed, but what went to $4,000? Anyway, and when it hit 2,000, I said, do this. Sell your ERD right now, $2,000. I just paid for your trip to Hawaii.
100K, never get no L's. You only fail if you sell. Big bag full of tail.
And then they rebranded to what? EGLD? And then it was 1,000 to 1, I believe, because then they cut the supply drastically. And actually, that at first, I was like, man, I don't know about that. And then we still got back in at a real good time on a real big bag and still crushed it.
$60 for
Oh, my, it's a
100K.
hell of a
Never
ride.
get no L's. You only fail if you sell. Big bag full of tail. $60 for
I remember because this was like way before it went to what, 500, right? And it was like maybe $2. And the price started going up like $2, $3, $4. And I was like, man, maybe we should issue a challenge on this before it does something big. And next thing you know, we issued a challenge.
100K. Never get no L's. You only fail if you sell. Big bag full of tail.
Guys, we'll be live tomorrow at 1. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and thank you for all the love and support. Michael H. So good to see you, dude. It's been a long time, bro. I actually remember you well. With the suit and all. You looking all pretty tonight. Looking all pretty. You know, did that sound right? Like you looking all pretty tonight. Pretty boy in the house. Nah, I'm joking. You know I'm confident in who I am. You know, no funny stuff.
$60 for 100K. Never get no L's. You only fail if you sell. Big bag full of tail. $60 for 100K. Never
10
get no
million
L's. You
views.
only fail if you sell. Big bag full of tail.